Okay, the new and a better solution we have um, is a linked list. So this picture just inspired us, okay, how to link different individuals. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, so if each individual, you know your own name and you know which hand can hold your hand. The only two things you need to know, then we can link them together, right? So for example, this one is Jim, and Jim will know the next hand, which is belong to, for example, is Tim. Okay, so which means this hand have to be Tim, right? If this, then this team, if they know, okay, the next one is the James hand, which means this hand have to be James, right? So this picture give us the idea, how link them together. Okay, so we just give some example. Okay, how we visualize this example in this diagram, and this diagram just to give us some ideas. So basically, we only do in the one way. We didn't do like circle ways at this point. So we talk about how do we insert individual, as a head. Okay, so first we need to know the individual's name, right? And the individual's name is Hannah. Then we know who is the head. The head is Jim, right? So if we want to make Hannah as the head, so we need to know which hand Hannah should know can hold her, right? So which means it's over here. So obviously Hannah want to be the head, which means the previous head, which is Jim, should be there, right? Then once we know this one, we reference one, then we can connect together. So in the last video, oh, then we need to switch the head as well. In the last video, we're using this picture to do another example, insert another people's hand as the tail, right? So in this example, if we want to insert a hand which is belong to the list, as we know, list we want to list as the tail, right? So how do we do? So which means the previous tail, is no longer the tail, which means the previous tail need to know which hand can hold him, right? Which who is the Jamie. So obviously this part they need to point to the list, right? So here we need to change to the list hand, right? And for the list is the tail, which means list um, do not there's no any other hand will hold her, which over here will be the noun. Okay, then we switch the tail to here. So this will be the new tail, right? So there's another example we talk about how to insert the between, right? So in the between, we know the new one is the Eva. Since we know we want to insert Eva's hand between Jim and the team, so the Jim next hand have to change to the team to the Eva's hand, right? After that, we know the team then we only need to know link them together. Okay, so head and tail, it doesn't it's not necessary to change the position, right? This two is not necessary to change the position. So in summarize, um, in summary, if we want to insert first, you only need to do is create a new hand, right? And tell the new hand who is the next to grab, and make sure the new hand object is a head, after you insert. For insert last, it's the same thing. You need to create a new hand and tell the previous tail to grab the new hand, right? Then make a new hand to grab nothing, right? So this, the third step is very important. So in the first step and the second step is, first step is very clear, and for the insert first until the who will be next that you want to grab. So normally this is the previous head, right? So this is the previous tail. So it's very similar, but just make sure you go through this very clearly. Don't mess them up. Okay.